guys, so welcome to my post-workout stretch. I've just done a 30-minute HIIT training, so this is going to be absolutely perfect for post-training stretching, and it's going to be about 25 minutes flow. So I'll show you different variations from hard to simpler ones, so just follow me, and we're going to start with a child's pose. And now, for a further stretch, please put your right arm over your left one and make sure both of your shoulders are on the ground, so you'll feel a side stretch. And then breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose as well. And now swap sides. Okay, so now we're going into a table pose. And we're going to do cat and cow movement. When you go into a cat position, breathe in through the nose and then breathe out as you go into a cow position. And continue breathing with the flow. And then you can do some movements from side to side. And now we're going to transition into a downward facing dog. So put your toes on the mat. You can bend your knees, but make sure your back is straight. Okay, and breathe in and out as well. In through the nose, out through the nose as well. You can straighten your knees and alternate them. You'll now feel the stretch in your calves, but also on the back of your leg. Okay, continue stretching. So make sure you're pulling down your shoulders. Now we're going to start flowing, going through a vinyasa flow. And again, I will show different variations. You'll feel the stretch all over your body, calves, thighs, legs, shoulders, especially when you're pulling everything down from your ears and trying to make sure that your back is straight. So we'll begin the flow now. Raise your right leg up. Bend it, make sure your heel tries to reach your bottom, your bum, try and reach it, you'll feel a really good stretch. Okay, knee to your nose, straighten up, knee to nose, straighten the leg up, and once again. Okay. And now we're going to place our leg in front. Make sure your hips are facing forward and you're not going too much forward, so your weight will be in the middle. Now put your arms on the floor and we're going to try and do a lizard pose. So it's going to be a really excellent stretch to stretch your hamstrings. And put your arms on the floor if that's too hard for you, but if you want that deep stretch, push your knee with your arm or your elbow. Okay, if you want even a deeper stretch, place your elbows on the floor and breathe through it. Okay, we're going into a lunge. Place your arms and go backwards so we can stretch the back of our leg. Make sure your back is straight at all times. And now we're going to inhale, straighten your back. Exhale, go down as far as you can. Breathing will really help you. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, straight back, exhale, bend down, and make sure the toe is facing you. Okay, and let's continue with our flow, vinyasa flow. Going down, upward facing dog, and transition through downward facing dog. We're going to do the same on our left leg. Okay, left leg up, bend, make sure your knee tries to touch your bum. And knee to your nose, 1. Straighten it up, 2, up, 3, and place the leg down again. We're doing a lunge. Make sure your hips are in the middle, facing forward, squared. Breathe. Place your arms on the floor, and we're going to attempt a lizard pose, lizard stretch once again. Remember to breathe. If you feel like this is really hard, breathe through it. In through the nose, out through the nose. If you want, you can place your elbows on the floor and go deeper, go down. Okay, hips backwards, and we're doing a forward stretch. And again, we're going to inhale in and out and try and stretch further. So inhale in, up and out, go down, in and out, in and out. Okay, back into our lunge and back into plank and flow through it. Make sure your hips and your knees do not touch the floor. So it's only your toes and your hands that are touching your mat. Downward facing dog, and we're gonna breathe through it. Okay, leg up into your lunge, but this time it's going to be high lunge. It's a crescent variation. Make sure your hips are facing forward just like before, and your knee is straight, so at the back the leg is as straight as possible. So it's just like one line from the heel to your upper body. And we're gonna go through a flow, repeat the same thing on the other side. Left leg up, high lunge. Okay, we're breathing through it. Tuck your hips in and make sure that they're square. And again, go through the flow as fast or as slow as you want. So, right leg up into a high lunge. We're going to do eagle arms. So we're placing your right arm underneath your left. So they're interlacing. This will really stretch your upper back, and make sure that with your elbows you're going forward as if far, far, far away from your face and your neck. We're gonna bend down a little bit, so bend backwards, so there is a little bend, back bend. Excellent. And we're transitioning into warrior 2. So make sure there is a 90-degree angle at the front leg, and also the back toes are facing the side. Okay, we're reaching forward and stretching back. You should feel really great side bend, but if you think that your body cannot hold it that well, place your back arm onto your hip and stretch that way. It will be a little bit easier for you, but you'll feel a really good stretch down the side of your body. Okay, we're going down, and with your elbow try and push your knee away and open up your chest and look upwards. You're opening the chest to really feel that stretch. If you can do a bind, go for it. Again, excellent tool to strengthen your body, your core. Warrior 2, and we're transitioning into our vinyasa flow. We're going to repeat the same thing over again, but on the left hand side. Left leg up into high lunge. We're going to do eagle arms. This time left arm goes underneath your right, and we're doing a back bend. Warrior 2 transition. Reach forward and stretch your side. Okay, once again we're stretching with your elbow. We're touching or pushing backwards our knee so that you can feel that really deep stretch. If you can do a bind, go for it as well. Warrior 2, arms down, and we're going through a vinyasa flow. Okay, so we've just done a slow flow. We're going to repeat it twice on each side. So that means we're going to do 4 in total, and I'm going to do it quite fast. But you've done it before, you know what to do. I'll still follow you through it, but we're going to do fast and make sure that we're stretching, but also keeping our core, our thighs, everything intact and strong. Okay, so right leg up, high lunge. Eagle arms, back bend. If you can't do a back bend, you can just go straight, but make sure you're pushing your elbows forward. Transition to a warrior 2. Side stretch. Going down. If you want a bit of a stronger core focus, bring your other arm up and just try and balance. That was my postman coming through. Yeah, try and balance with your core and your legs. Okay, bring yourself down and go for a vinyasa flow. Going to do the same with our left leg. Eagle arms, back bend. Warrior 2 transition. Side stretch. And we're going to go into an extended side angle. Again, any variation that you want, either with your elbow on the knee, hand down, a bind. Otherwise, you can do a core strengthening, bringing 2 arms up in the air, going down, and a vinyasa. We're going to do 2 more, 1 on each side. Eagle arms, back bend. Warrior 2, side stretch. Extended side angle. Breathe through everything. Breathe in and out quite heavily. If you're going for a bind, you'll feel a stretch in those thighs. There will be burning and stretching at the same time. Okay, vinyasa. Back into downward facing facing dog, and the last time on the left side. Eagle arms back bend. Warrior 2. Side stretch. Extended side angle and a bind if you want. Hands down and a flow vinyasa again. And a downward facing dog. Either jump or step to your arms and make sure that you straighten your back. Halfway through, we're going down. And we're now going to stretch our legs. So what we will do is place our hands underneath our toes and feet. So to make sure they're fixated there, that will help you to stretch further. And we're going to pull our whole body to our legs. And you can bend your elbows, that will help you to reach further. And again, breathe in. When you breathe out, push yourself to your legs. Breathe in, straighten your back. Breathe out, get closer to your legs. And just stay there and breathe. Breathing is so important. Okay, now rise up. Breathing in, hands up. And we're going to go down again. Okay, halfway lift. Make sure your shoulders are not touching your ears. Pull them back. And rise up again. Now I'll help you to stretch your inner thighs. So we're going to start with the vinyasa and then just follow me through. High lunge, transition into a warrior 2, and bending both our knees. Knees facing outwards, same as toes are facing outwards, and already you'll feel the stretch. So now place your arms on your knees, and we're going to pull one shoulder inside, followed by the other one. Again, breathe in, shoulder down, breathe out, in. And now we're going to try and balance. Okay, so transition to one side, bend your knee, make sure your toe is facing your face, facing upwards. With your elbow, you're going to push your knee out, and that way you'll feel the stretch on both sides. With the toe facing up, you'll feel a stretch in your leg, and with pushing it back with your elbow, you'll also feel the stretch on the other side. And just breathe through it. Come up and swap sides. Once again, toe facing upwards, just to increase that tension in the leg. Make sure it's straight and your elbow is pushing away your knee, and breathe through it. And lift yourself up. Switch to a warrior 2 on the other side. Windmill your arms down and go for vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Just enjoy this moment. Leg up. We're going through a pigeon pose. So The front leg will have to be bent, again 90 degrees, and back leg is straight. So what you will do is you're gonna go forward, which will really stretch your thigh, outer thigh. So go forward and you'll feel the stretch. If you can't go completely down to the floor, that is completely fine. Just go as much as you can, but we're gonna stay there for at least 5 breaths. If you have really bad knees, just like myself, they're completely damaged by dancing and falling and everything, you're gonna go and lie down on your back and bend one leg, and then make sure that you're pushing it with your knee backwards. And again, with your elbow, you can push that knee away, and that will give an extra stretch. I quite like this one. This is my alternative to a pigeon pose because for me it stretches me a lot further. Okay, and now we're going to switch sides. If you were doing a pigeon, switch legs as well. Remember to breathe through all the pain. It will make it so much easier. Okay guys, great job. So now we're going to get up on our feet and continue with the further stretches. So place your legs hip width apart, and make sure both of the toes are facing forward. We're going to bend down halfway through. Make sure your hips are facing forward and your back is as straight as possible. And we're going to place your arms down. Again, make sure hips are straight, facing forwards. And going to bend. Again, inhale, exhale, bend down. Inhale, come up, exhale, back down. This will really help you to stretch it smoothly and without hurting too much. Now we're going into a split, stand and split. So it doesn't matter what kind of stretch you have, it will stretch you in any way. So even if you only can go, let's say 90 degrees, that is completely fine. Stay there, breathe through it. If you can go up further, place your hands near your toes and lift your leg up high and breathe through it. Okay, and we're going up. We're going to swap sides and do exactly the same thing but the other side. Okay, so toes facing forward, hips facing forward as well. And we're going halfway down, straight back, breathe. Make sure your hands are reaching forward and shoulders are going the opposite direction, back from your ears. Place your hands down. We're going to breathe in, breathe out, go down to your leg, in, out, in, out. Stay there. And again, we're going into a split. Could be halfway through or completely up to the sky. Breathe through it. Okay, put your feet together and bring yourself up. And lastly, we're going to finish with some inversions, just to get our blood flow in. So just lie on your back and bring your legs up to the sky. And today this might be it for you. This is also an inversion, so just relax and breathe. If you want it a bit further, bring your legs up and make sure you're holding yourself with your arms. Make sure that your toes are reaching to the sky. And if you want to go further, Move your back, move your legs to the back completely, and that will be really excellent stretch for your neck, and breathe through it. You can also place your knees to your ears. Okay guys, so this is it. Our post-workout flow is finished. I hope you feel really well stretched, and I will post some more videos for you hopefully next week or even this week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!